Good morning, park managers, and welcome back to Archipelago Park. Today we're going to be making the enclosure for the baryonyx. Also, we are going to be taking back the Suchomimus, which we've left on the first island, and bring it over here because the theming of this island is going to be semi-aquatic. So I thought I'd make this baryonyx enclosure not massive, keep it nice and simple, slightly themed with the island, and ever so gently little touches from the next door enclosure into it, as well as working on this sand dune area that I really wanted to sort of ever so slightly incorporate it into this enclosure. And then right here what we'll be doing is making a slight plaza area and slightly decorating it. I don't get too lost into this particular little plaza, but just enough that I can enjoy it, enjoy the way it looks, and it kind of adds a little bit extra to this island, and it sort of like builds in with the hotels, and they have a better view of these two enclosures. And I just went around adding a few different plants, trying to make little garden areas, a few statues, give it that feel of we spared no expense kind of to this sort of area. A few seating areas here and there as well, which have been decorated with plants which kind of break up the openness of this little plaza area, and it just gives it a nice little touch. Anyways, this bit here is going to be the Sarcosuchus enclosure, and I was sort of like, I was still on ends of how I wanted to make this enclosure, and as you can see in the background, and kind of like playing with different ideas and different things like this. This enclosure actually doesn't have a back storage area, an off-site area, and it's just an open enclosure, so there's nowhere really to store this animal. And it was kind of a choice of fact that I didn't want to mess around the island too much. I wanted it to keep its core look, and I didn't want it to sort of destroy the vibe. Anyway, you see in the background there, we had the Sarco darted and brought it over to the island. And overall, I'm really happy with this enclosure. I really like the fact that Sarcosuchus has access to the ocean, and we use the Biosyn invisible fence there to make it look like it can sort of, it's just free and wandering the oceans kind of vibe, which is kind of scary for our guests, but as park managers we know that that's going nowhere and staying in that enclosure, so it's probably less thrilling for us but more thrilling for our guests. And so yeah, we've got 3 enclosures on this island. The last enclosure I'm going to do on this island is probably going to be a Nophosaurus lagoon, as that meets the criteria of being semi-aquatic, and it looks really aggressive, and I feel like it will fit in with our Spinosauridae that we have got on this island. And just look at Sarcosuchus, isn't it a beautiful creature? So yeah, that'll be next week's build. Will be a Nophosaurus lagoon on this island, and then after we've completed this island, we're going back to the first island, as we have a fair bit of unfinished business on that island. We've now got another enclosure to fill up, which was the Sarcosuchus enclosure, and we've got a few other spaces. Anyways, thank you for watching. Until next time, I'll see you later.